Hi everyone. This is my first ever video on YouTube. Um, Hopefully one of many, but I want to start hopefully a YouTube channel that lasts a little while and sort of go from there. So I'll sort of introduce myself. My name's Andre, and I have an upcoming surgery coming up. And that's partly why I wanted to start this channel. Is I have a septoplasty coming up for my nose. And if you can see, my nose is broken. There's you can sort of tell on the camera, like my nose is a little bit veered off to the side. But it's a long-standing issue I've had for years. So I'm actually 32 years old, and I actually got my nose broken when I was 12. And ever since then, I struggled with major breathing problems. And it's just dramatically affected my life. And to make a very long story short, I'm finally going to get my nose fixed. So I have a surgery on May 5th, and I want to sort of detail how my surgery goes and how the septoplasty goes, because I know it's a big procedure for a lot of people. So I guess I'll start in the beginning of how I actually got my nose broken. And again, this is my first video on YouTube, so it's not really the nicest story, but it's the truth of what actually happened to me. But when I was about 12 years old, what ended up happening was I hate to say it, I got beat up in a schoolyard fight. It was over basketball, and there's this kid that would bully me occasionally. And we got in an altercation over basketball. He said I was cherry picking, and he kept making fun of me. So what I did was I pushed him, and this would have been around 2005, 2006. Again, 12 years old. I think I was in grade 7. And he turned around and he punched me about 8 times in the nose. And to this day, I still have a broken nose. I say broken nose, but a deviated septum. And it's a really long story. I'll probably make a separate video on sort of my struggles with the healthcare system here in Canada. But I'm finally going to get it fixed, and I'm looking forward to it so much. I think about the surgery every single day, and I think about about the benefits that I can hopefully get from going through this procedure and being able to finally sleep a full night's rest. I have this Fitbit, and today was a good, I had a sleep score of 66 today, but that's because I take naps every day. So every single day, since I could remember, I've woken up with breathing issues. I have pain over here, about a 3 out of a 10 pain that wakes me up every single night. And basically this kid that beat me up mangled my nose. He punched me again he punched me about 8 times. And ever since that fight happened, would be about 20 years ago now, I've been able to do this really sort of ugly face, this face here that I was able to do right after the surgery. Right after the fight. It wasn't much of a fight. Again, it was basically him grabbing my shirt and beating me up, and me being defenseless with my hands up. And it was a traumatizing experience. I didn't do very well after that. It was an embarrassing moment in my life, and a lot of people just, it happened in front of everyone in the schoolyard. And the teacher I had, just for whatever reason, didn't send me to the hospital. She asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital, but I said no. And Again, I'll make a separate video about why I never ended up getting it fixed. But I tried every conservative method to try to actually go and fix my nose. So my surgery is booked for a month from now. And what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of a video of the before and after procedure. I'll show my nose in its entirety. So this is what my face looks like right now. And you could sort of tell the difference, especially when you look up. It's not that bad, but inside it's pretty bad inside. And again, I wake up every single night with this pain, about this 3 out of 10 pain right over here. And I'm gonna do that face again. I can't do it on my left side, but on this side, I have some sort of a weird facial paralysis. And when I do that, I'm actually able to breathe better from my left nostril. It's almost like on my right nostril, I'm able to get more airflow from my right side, but on my left side, I'm just not able to. So right now, the biggest thing I'm looking forward to in my life is this surgery. So it's literally just 1 month from now. I'm counting down the days. I've done some reading on septoplasties, and apparently there's like a 7 day to 2 week recovery. So I'll sort of detail my recovery moving forward, and I'll talk about some of the benefits of hopefully having a fixed nose and how it can positively affect my life, hopefully. So before I go on this video, I just want to talk about how I want to sort of improve my life in every way possible. And sleep is just so important. I want to be someone that advocates for proper sleep, but I'm someone that just never, since 12 years old, I've never been able to sleep properly. Since 20 years of basically waking up every day with, again, this pain right over here, with limited airflow on my left nostril and too much airflow on my right nostril. And I just have not been able to sleep very well for the majority of my life. So hopefully this surgery goes well, and I'll be able to sort of talk about all the benefits that come with sleeping properly and having a full night's rest. You can sort of see the bags under my eyes a little bit, and that's because, again, I didn't sleep properly last night. Like the night before and the night before that. I have a lot to say about the Canadian healthcare system. I felt like I sort of just fell in the loop. And I should say fell in this weird loophole, and it's not good to linger in the past, but now I'm in this position where I'm finally going to get it fixed, and I want to be able to talk about all the benefits that come from it. So again, some of the negatives that come from having a significant deviated septum is what the doctor told me, is that improper sleep, improper breathing mechanics. It's absolutely destroyed my posture. I'll make a whole different video of it. And one of the things, before I even get to my hands, which I'm going to talk to, you can sort of see my neck. It seems like I have a muscular neck, but that's actually because the muscles in my neck do a lot of the work that my sort of diaphragm should take over. You can sort of see my body here. It's kind of, I have this weird posture. And it's because I've only been able to actually sleep really on my left side. And for whatever reason, I can't really explain why, but sleeping on my left side or sleeping in prone with my belly down, with my head towards the right side, those are the two sleep positions where I can actually sleep properly in. If I were to turn towards my right side, I get that pain in my nose again. I can't sleep on my back at all, and it bothers me so much. I haven't been able to sleep on my back properly for 20 years. So one thing I also want to talk about in future videos is about sleeping on my back. Um, so that's something I'm really looking forward to. And I know I'm kind of going on a rant and a little bit of a tangent here, but that's sort of how I want to start this YouTube channel. I want to start by just sort of being me and being organic and talking freely about my experience of living with a damaged nose. And I want to sort of talk about how much it's devastated my life and hopefully urge people to get the proper medical attention that they need, so that if anyone out there actually has a deviated septum and a broken nose, please go and get it fixed as soon as possible. Um, it's just not worth it to delay something so serious. So if you're in a relationship, or if you have, parents that are sort of neglectful, or if you have people in your life that don't really take you seriously when you talk about your broken nose, try to sort of veer away from them and try to make it a priority to get your nose fixed. Don't be like me. Uh, Make it a priority. So even if you have to do something like quit your job or something like that to get it fixed, not that anyone would really have to do that, but try to make it a priority, because one of my biggest regrets in my life is not getting my nose fixed properly. Um, that's about as much as I want to really say in this introductory video. Mostly I wanted to sort of show my appearance and show you what I look like right now. And lately things haven't gone too well for me in combination with my broken nose and um, and there's all sorts of other things in my life that haven't gone well for me. It's affected me in so many ways. It's affected my personal appearance a lot, but I'm hoping that with this YouTube channel that I can sort of start progressing. And I want to start off by talking about my nose and sort of uh, my, I want to say, pre-video of the surgery, and then I want to talk about my post-surgery of the video, um, and talk about how the surgery went and the full procedure of what happened. And then I want to sort of veer off into talking about the mental benefits I'm going to get from sleeping properly and finally being able to sleep on my back. One of my biggest goals is to be able to finally sleep on my back and not be woken up with this pain. And I want to be able to sleep on my right side properly, or in any sleeping position without being woken up. Um, so I think that's all I got for now. Please stay tuned. I'll talk about my surgery moving forward, and it's booked for May 5th of 2025. And I'm hoping that it's a life-changing procedure that gives me the breathing capabilities that I feel like I deserve and feel like I need to live a proper lifestyle. Yeah, so before I go, I think I got some eating right. I think I eat pretty well. I could do better. I think I work out pretty well. I could do better. But I think out of that, sleeping is something that's going to improve a lot with this surgery. So hopefully I can improve all aspects of my life, starting with my nose, cosmetically as well, and then improve the sleep in my life. And I want to just talk about all the benefits of that moving forward. Thank you very much, everybody.